Okay, I'd like to start off by thanking everybody that's subscribed on YouTube and hit the like button. Thank you very much. And today we're going to talk about the Idaho massacre once again.
Yes.
There's new details opening up. It's plenty to talk about. It's everywhere. It's the most.
It's tragic, is
most
what it
nasty
is.
thing I've seen in quite some time.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of nasty things in our lifetime.
Yes, we have.
A lot of horrible
Right.
things. So I still think, well, all right, let's bring it up to speed. You got a little information on that. So tell me about the recording, and then tell me about...
Okay, the recording. And
Yeah, go
then,
ahead.
okay, all right. The recording, there's a neighbor that was out around 4 a.m. and heard a girl screaming. And he dismissed it as he thought it was a party. There was a party going on somewhere. He dismissed it, but there is a recording.
Okay, what's the recording say?
It's a girl in the background. She's screaming, "Stop it!" and then leave me alone.
Oh, dear Lord.
Yeah, if you want to search for it, maybe we
can actually
bring it
hear
up.
that?
Yeah, you can hear it. It's
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty graphic.
Oh, man, that's awful. What else did they have?
Also reports a neighbor said the front door was open to the residence early morning hours as well. So, it's a knife attack. I don't know. It almost seems personal on some level, doesn't it? A knife attack. I mean,
Yeah, I can agree with that.
that's up close and personal as far as I'm concerned.
It is.
So
That's an intimate killing. It's not
Right.
like you're, 500 yards away with a rifle.
right.
You really have to have some severe anger, rage to do that.
Right.
It still makes me wonder, though, because the only other person who's done something like that is Ted Bundy when he went to Florida State. Went into that sorority, stabbed 2 women to death, and tried to kill 2 others, but got away.
Right. 2 got away, right?
Yeah, 2 women
Yeah,
got
2
away.
got
So
away.
he didn't actually complete it. So for one guy to go in there and complete that makes me kind of
Is it
doubtful.
one guy?
Yeah, that's right. I don't know if it was just one
Is
fella.
it just one guy?
I'm thinking it could have been more. But they didn't release like the weapon, so maybe they both had the exact same knife.
I
Or
think there's
maybe-
going to be more to the whole party thing too. I think something may have happened at one of these parties that maybe the young man that is deceased, maybe he got involved in something, or
He could have.
I don't know. It just seems an attack like that. It just seems more personal than anything.
It does. Like first of all, I would look at anybody who was around those girls, any guy who was around them girls who had issues with them, or anybody who posted weird things on social media.
Well, I still haven't given up on the whole stalker thing. They could have still been a stalker. I think they're as we go on and the days go by and the investigation continues, we tend to get more and more.
That's true. We do
more and more information.
But I still think it's either everybody knows this fella, right? Or within the counties, it's like there's somebody
You mean within the student community, or
well, I'd say 3 options. One of the students, somebody in that community, not necessarily a student, but somebody that everybody in that county knows.
so you think these girls
Maybe. There's like 3 options.
That's a possibility.
Yeah, there's 3
It's a
options. Like they
possibility.
knew who killed them.
Right.
The second one is
Yeah, because
somebody.
remember there was no forced entry. Sorry, Phil.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because the one guy said when he woke up in the morning, the front door was wide open.
Wide open.
Like the
right.
front door's wide open. So did you even lock the door? I'm thinking maybe not.
I thought everybody nowadays did lock their door, though.
Well, they live in a tiny town just like we do.
Yeah, but we lock our doors.
We do. Yeah, we do.
know.
Sometimes no, but I mean, I got a big pit bull. God help 'em.
Yeah.
So it makes me. So I'm going to say 3 options. Option
ahead.
1 is one of those 4 people who were the victims knew their killer. Right? They knew who it was.
Okay.
Option 2 would be somebody that they didn't know, but he still lived in the community, so other people knew him. right? Maybe had a
yeah, I can understand.
and kind of stayed
Like
behind the scenes.
Maybe even within walking distance.
Maybe. I
Maybe
mean,
live
anywhere in
around
the
within
county.
walking distance. You got to figure, man. 4 of them.
Yeah, I mean,
4 deaths. There's the blood. There's got to be blood
Yeah,
everywhere.
so you'd
Blood
really-
all over
you'd
whoever
wanna-
done this.
you want to look at the neighbors.
Yeah, you're not going to just
know?
walk down the street after you're done something like this.
No. And here's the thing, too. Like, I'm surprised. I'm not surprised, but they didn't. Maybe they hold it back for the families that none of the women were raped. You know,
No sexual assault. No sexual assault in these
that's a good
cases.
thing.
Here.
So the only thing
no,
So my other option would be someone like Ted Bundy.
a serial killer.
Yes.
So
And I can't. I mean, they all have different reasons, and we've been around quite a few serial killers in our lifetime
yeah.
with
we'll
our
have to-
previous jobs. But I think that's an option. You know, and people
Yeah.
might not want to think
Could
about
be.
that, but it could. I think it's an option.
Well, it could be.
So there's 3 options. There's one, they knew it. They knew who it was, whether it was one guy or multiple guys. I still think it was multiple people, but I can't. I mean, think about how in shape you
It's
have
just
to be
strange.
to do that. I mean, you're going to forcibly
4 people too.
4 different people, and 2 one room had 2 girls in it, and the other room had a guy and a girl.
Let me ask you. Here's another question I have about the whole thing too. Were the 2 that lived on the first floor, were they at such a level of intoxication that they didn't hear anything? Because we got a guy on the outside of the home hearing somebody screaming.
Oh yeah, that's a good question. I'm thinking they probably could have been. They might have been that intoxicated.
They were all out partying that night.
Yeah.
So, right.
I'm
Pretty
thinking-
much.
Oh yeah, they were all
Yeah,
out
they were all
partying.
out carrying on.
Which, I mean, they're college kids. That's what they do on a
Right.
weekend. You know, you
Right.
can't knock them for that. That's what they do. I just don't. It is so puzzling that, first of all, that someone could do that.
It just
and
seems like
one
it's,
person. I have a hard time believing. I still.
It just seems that there's a lot of rage. There's a lot of rage involved with this crime.
Yes.
They were stabbed multiple times.
Oh,
so
yeah.
There's some rage involved there with someone.
And it doesn't seem like maybe the guy knew what he was doing with a knife, you know, because you could have done it real quick and been on to the next one.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
2 pokes and a slice, and on to the next one you go.
Yeah. I don't.
You know?
Yeah.
So,
understand.
I mean, for someone to have that much rage where it's just multiple stab wounds over and over and over and over, and then go to the
But
next one.
and all four.
Yeah, all 4, and not
Right.
and
all 4.
nobody in any other room heard it. You know, because if you can hear that woman screaming on video,
Outside the home.
yeah,
Outside. He's got it recording outside.
I'm thinking it was probably his Ring doorbell or something like that set it off and recorded it.
I don't think so. I think this guy was outside with his phone. Yeah,
That's
he was
kind of weird
outside.
for him to be out at that late with
I
a
can't
phone
remember.
recording.
I don't know if there was a dog. There was a dog involved. I don't know. He was
think
walking the dog or something. I can't remember, but I do know that there is a recording.
I think that's kind of odd.
I don't know. Maybe they'll look at him. Who knows?
Yeah.
Everybody's a suspect as far as I'm concerned.
I still have a hard time believing that, you know, unless you're actually trained with a knife, how to use it. Someone with a lot of training could go in there and do that without a problem.
Well, trained to kill. Period. 4
Right.
people at one time without waking the other or
Yeah,
waking anybody
I'm
else.
pretty sure somebody
wasn't
who's-
even a bit damn worried about waking the people up downstairs.
No. So I'm pretty sure if you were really trained with a knife, you could do that without a problem pretty quick,
Oh, very quickly.
right?
Yes,
Whereas
very
if you're
quickly.
not trained, which it seems like the guy wasn't because he was raging out, you know.
Well, yeah, it seems
He
like
didn't go
there's
in-
more rage. You know, it's not calculated, I guess I would say.
Yeah,
It's more
right.
like spur of the moment,
Right.
pissed off,
Right.
yeah, I'm going to get you
Right.
type of situation.
agree with
to me.
that.
That's the way it looks to me anyway.
Because if it was someone who was really trained, there wouldn't be all those puncture wounds. There'd be maybe a couple and a slice.
They'd be in and out, gone.
You know what I mean? And, you know, the first thing they're going to go after is their throat. The first thing you're going after.
I don't know any particulars on
So-
the autopsy reports.
Yeah,
or
I don't know
anything, but
either.
I do know that it's multiple. It was multiple.
It was.
Yeah.
So you kind of rule out someone who was who really knew what they were doing,
Right.
I think. And it's just someone like, you know, Joe Schmo who maybe watched a video here and there on what to do with a knife, Maybe. Probably didn't even do that.
Well, we got to keep in mind too that they're still talking about the K-bar type of knife, the Marine style,
Corps.
the Marine knife.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but you can order them online. I think they're
well,
like
that's true.
$80.
But you order it online, but they know how to use it too.
Well, I mean, go to Amazon, look and see if anybody in the area bought one of those knives.
Right.
I would hope they did that.
But knew how to use it too.
Yes. Well, it doesn't. I don't think the guy knew how to use it because he may have. I mean, to kill 4 people by yourself, I think
by yourself. See, that's
by
another.
yourself.
But that's a question in itself there too. But we don't know with evidence or
no.
I'm sure that with that big of a gruesome scene, there had to have been some sort of a trace evidence left behind by whoever did such thing.
Oh, I would think. So
right.
I there's so many questions, and I can't wait until they find the guy. Or at least come up with a suspect and then explain why he's the suspect.
Yes.
Right? Because, I mean, I'm a firm believer in everybody's innocent until proven guilty. So you got to prove that man guilty. But what do you have on him that's making you arrest him? And then we can sit back and go, hey, maybe.
Yeah. I think I don't know. It might not make a damn bit of sense when it all comes out in the end. Who knows?
It might not.
Who knows?
Heck, it could have been them 2 girls downstairs sleeping.
Yeah, who knows? I don't know.
I don't know either.
But we just wanted to. I wanted to touch on it a little bit today because there was new developments that had come out since we had talked about it last.
Yeah.
I knew you were real passionate about it. We did the entire segment there, one segment on the whole thing, and I've been trying to keep with it and follow with it pretty close.
Yeah, I think I'm hoping they come up with a suspect soon. I mean, dear Lord, it's been a month. Well, damn close to a month.
Yeah, but this is real.
Like even Ted Bundy, they caught him pretty quick. But this fella
but
here,
then he escaped.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. But I just have a hard time believing it was one guy.
It seems crazy that it would be just one
guy. I have a hard time believing.
One guy doing 4.
Maybe
without waking anybody.
Yeah, maybe it was 2 people, 2 guys, and they were in there, and the one guy went off on this girl and killed her, and then next thing you know. That fella's helping him with the other 2.
Yeah.
Something,
It's definitely something that we'll keep an eye on with you and I. It's interesting.
So. Oh, absolutely. It's definitely a mystery. Thanks for watching. If you could, hit that like and subscribe button right below. We'd appreciate that. Thanks again.